Chelsea going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
And already we're underway here. Roberto Carlos, he's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ambitious ball here. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Crosses it in. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well read, nice interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Makalele.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
First quarter of an hour gone. Nuno Mendes. Played out wide. He's got away. Tries to play it through. And they can counter here. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe gets into a good position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's picked it up out wide. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Roberto Carlos delivers. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And here's Roberto Carlos. Played into space. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Maicon's cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's...
And a chance! Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Bale. Ball driven towards, he rises! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Pass somewhat off target. Maicon. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Rui Costa. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. There's the header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's been shifted off it. Makaleli knocks it into space. Oh, nice touch. That's a throw. Maldini. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Nuno Mendes. He has found the way through. Great chance! He scored! There is the breakthrough! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the first moment of real significance.
There will be one.
Listen, when it comes to
time.
goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He won't be happy with that one. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's well spotted. Bale. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Chelsea go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Bale is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Plays it across. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Corner number 2 then. Keeper's dealt with that. Chelsea do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ibrahimovic touches it back. And it's Mendes. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has not gone well. Makaleli with a definite fell there. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 14.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Coming on the field.
Well, that's good defending.
Number
He squeezed the
17,
play and he gave him no
Cristiano
chance to
Ronaldo.
get on the turn.
Number 22. Bullet.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And somehow it stayed out. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Pressing high and with purpose. Van Bommel. Ibrahimovic.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Rice opts for safety. Chelsea perhaps contemplating their next change here. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Nicely spread. Pele takes control of it and he's on the move. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Maicon. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Turns back here, probably the best option. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ferdinand. Rice. Bale charging forward down that flank. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pele stood his ground strongly. And the shot's on here. Corner number 3 coming up. Terrific header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Out to the left it goes, and he lines up a cross. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Chelsea have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Buffon claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is... And so the calm before the storm.
Hello,
A game this
everybody, and
so
welcome to
engraved
today's
into
match.
sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And the finish! Goal! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Neatly clipped into space. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's out for a goal kick. Threads one in. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Seedorf. Makalele. Maicon. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Van Dijk. And it's with the keeper. Bale. Rodri. And it's Mendes. Quarter of an hour played. Chelsea do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And here's Mbappe. It's Ibrahimovic! He scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Seedorf. Played out wide. And he welcomes it in. Van Dijk with the clearance. And that's been won straight back. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ibrahim. And the shot! And yes, it's there! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden.
And the shot! And he hits the net! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Chelsea take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Great ball, and he's in here. Mbappe!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Pull it. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Played back in. Ibrahimovic! They want to be quick to recover this. Now the delivery. Van Dijk with the clearance. A probing pass. Bullish header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Now it's Mbappe. Pelé. Now that's well seen too.
There they go, hunting again.
Tries to play it through. Rodri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Good ball, good take. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Seedorf. Goes for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, smashing! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Firm header just off target. And it's half-time here.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Chelsea head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. There's the start of the second half. No way through. Now he's got space here. Nicely worked. Mignon can get it clear. Makalele is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Great idea, just poorly executed.
Well, the correct option was taken in the circumstances. The correct execution wasn't. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Van Bommel. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring. Bullet! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there.
Ibrahimovic. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That looks a good ball through. Ferdinand. Pele. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Bullet. Now Seedorf. Now it's Pele. Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And it's Hullet. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So, time for changes on
Ibrahimovic.
both sides, actually.
Number 2, Makalele. Number 14, Johan
Knocks it out
Cruyff.
wide,
Coming on the field, number 10, Suarez.
and he's picked it up out wide.
Number 23,
Looking for options for
Gattuso.
movement.
Number 22,
Bale
Bullet.
puts them all in.
Substitution.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Maicon gets rid without sophistication. Chelsea do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pepe. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Maicon. Maicon is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Maicon. Cross to the back post. And he's there to clear it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Gattuso. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And this is Roberto Carlos. Played in by... Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And he cuts out the supply. Cruyff. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And the keeper's got it again. Manuel. Ferdinand. That's a cute ball. And he welcomes it in. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff pinches it off him. That's that, the end. Chelsea can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly
so.
so.
There it is, everyone. Now big up for our players.
Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography,
Hello,
the
everybody,
camaraderie.
and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled
match.
out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for options for movement. Oh, can he get onto this? And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pull it. And it's Bellingham. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's a quick one. Pull it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Maldini. Makaleli. Oh, that was vital. That's a throw. Maldini. Passing is crisp and sharp. Has crossed into the middle.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper. Great ball if he can get there. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Takes a shot! And it's a goal! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He's had it taken off him. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cannavaro makes the interception. Bellingham in acres of space out wide. Marquez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now he's off and running. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pull it. It's a searching pass. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Yellow or red? It is red. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Chooses to go back. Some really good ball movement. Maldini. Now that looks a decent ball. Maldini showing good feet. Lampard in towards, climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Pepe. That's Thuram. Quarter of an hour played. Lampard gets a good foot in there. Otto with a definite fell there. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And it's Bellingham. Still goalless at the moment. Now that's well seen too. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. And he whipped, and the shot! Danger averted for now. That's the throw. Tries to cross. He's found a way through. Aims beyond the defence. Good take, and it... And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there.
Abiati claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Neatly clipped into space. Can he finish? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That has ended up in no man's land. Tries to play it through. And has cut it out.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Lampard. Now it's Hullet. Looking to play him in. Oh, can he get onto this? Piqué cuts it out. There's a sharp little ball here. And he shoots! Missed by a fraction. That's a good-looking ball. Pull it. Cruyff. Rodri. Piqué spots it and intercepts. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And he's picked out the run. Goes for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Van Nistelrooy demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Buffon will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Thuram. Cruyff. And it's Lampard. Maldini. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Parla. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Floated through. Ronaldo is on. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's on it. Can he get away? Turns back here, probably the best option. Piqué kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Gattuso. Bellingham. Makaleli. Played into space. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bellingham. That's a cute ball. He's had it taken off him. Rodri. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pull it. Cristiano Ronaldo. He is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Maldini. Here's Makalele. Piqué. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Shot could be on. Piqué gets it away. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Gattuso. He shifted it to the flank. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And this is Neymar. Bellingham. Makalele.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Pull it. And it's Lampard. Maldini. To Pepe. Piqué. Pull it. And he welcomes it in. Bellingham. Makalele. Piqué. Looking for the run. And he's intervened well there.
Somalia seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Villa. Cruyff. And reclaimed it in a trice. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Not the most accurate pass. Pull it.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque. Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is. Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Bellingham. Cruyff. Pull it. And it's Hullet. And there's green grass ahead of him. Can he finish? Off the post. Cleared without hesitation. David Villa. That's a throw.
Substitution in progress.
Azar. Kokchu. Knocks it into space. Good ball, good take. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught. Chance, surely! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. So a Barcelona free kick. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Yaya Toure! Now, who's going to be first to this? Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Buffon, in the context of the game, he must save it. Brilliant save from Buffon! Quality ball. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
In wishing all the best for members
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No, that's been intercepted. Pedri. Oh, it's Dembele.
There they go, hunting again.
Pedri. And it's Xavi. And he welcomes it in. Luis Suarez. Opts to play it back. Great Pedri! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's Luis Suarez! Ball is over the line. Pedri, played back. Passing nice and great chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Neymar, and this is Neymar. Chance! It's bounced back off the post. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Pedri certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Shifted it to the flank.
That was lovely, that.
He's picked his way through. Shoots! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona have... And a chance! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Botafogo with this to equalise. And it's hit the woodwork and out! Neymar. And that could set him on his way. Bale makes the interception. Belletti. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neymar! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Iniesta. And this is Puskás. Puyol deals with that comfortably. Looking for options for movement. And this is Luis Suarez. And it's Messi. Busquets. Pedri, a player who needs no introduction. Well read, and the danger is averted. The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Suarez. Xavi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Puskás. Koundé. And it's Xavi. Barcelona finding their passes. Dembele. Iniesta.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now it's Puskás. And it's Dembele. Now it's Puskás. Xavi. Neymar. Vitinha kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Dembele. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Looking to play him in. Shapes to shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He's missed, but not by that far.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he was quick to react. Vitinha. Now it's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Cross goes in there. Terrific header. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Barcelona head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Barcelona carrying a 1-goal lead. And here's Suarez. Messi. Vitinha. That's a cute ball. Defending was strong and firm. Neymar gets into some space. Oh, smashing header! Really well taken goal. And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well-timed, excellent interception. And this is Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, this looks sharp. Bale, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Busquets. Passing is crisp and sharp. Belletti. Searching pass he's played there. And that has left him in a heap. Pelé. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona have a free kick. Messi. And it's Belletti. Pele. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's beautifully weighted.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Oh, good ball!
And smartly reclaimed. Xavi. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11, Neymar. El dorsal 16, Sergio Busquets. El dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal 14, el dorsal 3.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
So, good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's neat. Vitinha. Tevez. He won't be happy with that one. Gavi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rijkaard. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Xavi. And here's Dani Olmo. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Has a look and plays it forward. Matheus Cunha. That is ended up in no man's land. And he's worked it through. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, chance for a shot! This time, surely! Climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Corner number 2 then. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Triol is there and he can get that clear. Koundé. Oh, terrible pass. Can he finish? It's in! Deep into injury time! A momentary lapse exploited. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Barcelona really had a measure of control throughout and strengthened their grip.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. And it's Neves. There's an early warning shot across the bow. And we have our very first corner. And he's managed to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's on it, can he get away? Thinks about the shot. That's a cute ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, they can break here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's a lovely, neat pass. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ball driven towards the far post. No goals as yet. That's an imaginative pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Marco Verratti. Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back. Kelly. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mendes going full tilt down the left. He's in space and looking for options. And he shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Knocks it into space. And he's being shifted off it. Marco Verratti. Verratti proves just a little bit too strong.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Foot in. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, he's played it in low. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. So, what can they make of this? Looking for options for movement. And he's there to belt it away. Ball's gone out of play.
Well, that was well positioned.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he has shown him a yellow card. Lobbed in behind. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, this looks sharp. Dewsbury Hall.
Paris Saint-Germain can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a sharp pass.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Searching pass he's played there. Now that's well seen too. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Can he get on the end of this?
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Ambitious ball here. Always onto this. Great chance! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Paris Saint-Germain are in a pretty decent position after 45. Oh, what a mistake! Nice interception, well timed. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Here's on the finish! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're...
Chance! Marco Verratti. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
There they go, hunting again.
João Neves. And here's Mbappe. Pressure coming in from all directions. Tries to play it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Paris Saint-Germain have scored 2 quick goals here. Pacho, Zaire Emery. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hakimi. And it's Vitinha. Now Neymar. That has been cut short.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Zaire Emery. Neymar. And he's shot a goal! It's in! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Paris Saint-Germain are having a ball here. Verratti. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's shifting through the gears here.
Paris Saint-Germain are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vitinha. Oh, he's been caught napping. Batasagi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And no, that was never going to make it. Mark Roca. Can he get it through? Well timed, excellent interception. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Dewsbury Hall, chance for a shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Number 34, Verratti. Coming on the field.
Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way.
24, Alex Kasim.
Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Garcia. Kelly. He's through here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. No way through, so back it comes. It's Neymar! And that is faded wide.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on the field is number 22.
That is a little undercooked. Threads one in. That is a great pick out. Fabian Ruiz. And now the breakaway. Looking for a runner. Floated through. Mbappe! He's put his foot right through that one.
Substitution in progress.
Paris Saint-Germain making consecutive changes here. Ericsson.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Bustling through here. Taken back almost at once. And the flag has stayed down. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Mbappe. And this is Dembele.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Not the most accurate pass. Ericsson. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Paris Saint-Germain pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about...